walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Hello, long time no see. So, have you heard of these things called video games? Some new fandangled idea that the kids are into today. I have been gaming for a long time. I started in 1972. What? Pong wasn't even out in the UK then. I was playing electromechanical things in, well, they were called amusements back then, arcades basically, but with electromechanical machines. And when video games came along, I was astounded. I remember playing Pong for the first time in a laundrette in Towcester, Northamptonshire, and being amazed, like, how on earth are they putting things onto a TV screen that aren't TV? Surely that's illegal. How is this allowed? My strange young brain just could not comprehend, but was amazed and loved it. So every time we went anywhere where there was an arcade or an arcade machine, I had to have a go. And it's just, they were like the most important thing as far as I was concerned. It was a crime to not play an arcade game if there was an arcade game where you were. And I couldn't understand why, well, my parents and brother and sister were not interested. And I would plead for more money to put in the machine and play whatever game it was. I was also a sci-fi fan. I knew I loved Star Wars before I'd even seen Star Wars, and I was quite late to see any of the Star Wars films. But anyway, combine those two things and imagine my utter gobsmacked, I can't even find the words to explain what my mental state was when I came across the Atari Star Wars arcade cab in an arcade. It was like, this is what I have been waiting for. And anywhere I saw it, I played it. And you know, there would be queues. You would have to queue to play this game because it was that good. And that was 40 odd years ago. And back then I thought I would love one of these at home. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I thought that, you know, that's never going to happen. These things cost thousands and thousands of pounds. And then back in, I think it was 2019, Arcade 1-Up started making home cabinets or flat pack cabinets, you know, arcade games you could play at home, 2/3 or 3/4 size or whatever, and then they did the Star Wars one. And they weren't at that time selling them in the UK. You could get them on Amazon, like go to the US Amazon from the UK and order one, and shipping was frighteningly expensive. So I didn't order one, and then you just didn't see them again for ages. And then just about a year, maybe 6 months ago, I noticed them on Amazon UK selling for £700, and I was like, I can afford it, but I just can't justify spending that much on, I want to say one game, but it's not. And then just recently I saw them, like, I guess they're selling were selling their remaining stock or something. Anyway, they got them for like £487, and I was, gimme, basically, gimme, ordered it. Very stressful few days, because they give me a day that it's going to arrive, and come that day I'm eagerly hitting refresh on the tracking page, and it says order on hold. I'm like, what the hell? I find the number of it's not coming via the normal Amazon driver, it was coming through a courier. So I rang them, and they're like, not sure what's happening here. And much time spent on hold, and I'm getting quite stressful, and they're like, yeah, there's been a problem. And I'm like, what problem? I don't know what the problem was. They didn't tell me. They said, yeah, we'll be in touch within 24 hours. And I'm thinking, you're screwing this up. You broke it, you've lost it, someone's nicked it. And then yesterday, I get the text and whatever saying, okay, time slot, it's coming at this time. And it's approaching that time, and then Amazon says, order on hold. Contact, no, it says, what did it say? I can't remember. Basically, it's like the delivery time slot has been missed. It was expected at this time. You haven't got it. Contact the courier. And I'm like, for God's sake, what's going on? I went and sat outside because I'd had a text from the courier saying we'll be here between this time, and we're getting towards the end of the second this time. Sat in my car outside waiting, and they turned up. With probably about 10 or 15 minutes to spare. They turned up. Big, well, I won't say not a huge box, a big box. And I look at it and think, yeah, that'll be easy to carry. That'll be no problem. I can get that up my stairs. I live in a loft in a studio flat, and there's like a normal flight of stairs, and then you walk along a landing, and then there's a really steep set of stairs that go around a corner. And the guys bringing the thing in said, yeah, we can't get that up there. Because while the box itself was not enormous, it weighs 40 kilos. So they're like, no, we're not going to do that. I'm like, thanks. Actually, I don't blame them. Because, as they said, if all the weight would have been on the second guy who was like further down the stairs pushing it up, and if he dropped it or it had pushed him back or whatever, he could injure himself, and if the thing got broke, they have to pay for it out of their own pocket, and it's like a nearly £500 thing. They didn't want to risk that, so I was like, fine. I unpacked it at the bottom of the stairs and brought it up here bit by bit, which took a while. Anyway, enough waffle. I'm going to move the camera so we can have a look. So yeah, this is, I guess it's the Mark II of the cabinet that Arcade 1-Up make, because the first one that was out in around 2019 has a different front here. It has a graphic with the 3 Star Wars games, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi arcade games, and it's got like logos for them on the front there. But this is much more like the original 1983 arcade cabinet, which is pleasing to me. I didn't really like the other front on the older cabinet. The yoke controller, my memory probably deceives me. This thing is great, by the way. But were they like this? Did they have that angle on the controllers? I remember them being vertical, but I think I might be remembering it wrong. I don't know. And it is, it's quite spring-loaded. The self-centering on that feels quite strong, and on that also quite strong. I don't remember them having quite such strong self-centering, but again, that was 40 years ago. To be fair, I have played like at a Play Expo and stuff. I've played them more recently than that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how true to the original that is. But it doesn't matter. It works fantastically. It is the only way to play Star Wars is with that controller. You can use a mouse or a joystick or joypad or whatever you like. You can't control it properly. And it's infuriating. And the nearest thing I've ever got to controlling the game properly without one of these is on a tablet with tilt controls. And that was alright, but still not right. So putting it together took me about 3.5 hours. I was taking my time a bit. I was highly stressed because I had been waiting all day, and then it's not overly complicated. If you can put flat pack furniture together, you can put one of these together. But it's that taking it out of the box and seeing all of these bits and screws, and there aren't any bolts, but you know, and panels and screens and controllers and wires and things. And just thinking, oh my god. But the instructions are fine. You take it bit by bit. There are no bits that are especially difficult. So yeah, if you're remotely competent with a screwdriver for putting screws into pre-drilled holes in, I guess it's chipboard or MDF, you'll be fine. Right, let's turn the thing on. Okay, so on here you have two switches that you don't have on the original 80s cabinet. You've got an on-off here and a volume rocker here. Turn that on. There's a, what's the word? Can't think. Marquee. You've got a marquee up the top here that lights up. Boot up sequence. Pretty and noisy. I don't know if you have volume control over that, but it boots up quite loud, which is a bit annoying because, well, I have a tendency to turn it on in the middle of the night, and well, we're near the top of my stairs, and at the bottom of my stairs is a neighbour. Anyway, once it's done the whole booting up thing, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. I'm not going to play that. I've played that once on MAME some years ago. Don't like it, not interested in it, never going to play it. It's never going to get booted on here. I don't care if you want to see it. This is my video. Star Wars, we will play. Obviously, Return of the Jedi, yeah, we'll have a look at that. You have option controls, which is good. You can set start number of shields, difficulty, I'm on easy. It ain't easy. Bonus shields, play music in a track mode, yes. Vector glow standard. The vector glow on this is, it's not perfect, but I see what they're trying to do, and if you turn it off you get jaggies, and I don't want those. There are different models of vector glow, different types. You've got standard, none, sparkle, bright or bold. Honestly, I just leave it on standard. I don't even know what the other ones look like, but I know with it off it doesn't look good. Reset high scores? No, why would you? Save and exit, we'll do that. And we'll have a go. I do like that little R2 noise. There's a screen telling you what the controls are because they're so complicated. That's quite nice. That just makes me think of Doctor Who, but no. I'm sure he's meant to say always. I'm not convinced that all of the voice samples are in here, but again, that was 40 years ago, and alright, I played it once or twice recently, but, and on MAME. Okay, we're going to have a go on wave 3, because if you start on the easy one, you're just not going to get into the high score table at all. Whoops. I'm also going to play badly, because I can't play and talk. And honestly, even though I love this game, I've never been good at it. Though I am reminded of this one occasion at Play Expo. I don't know what setting they'd got it on. It was like super easy or something, because I got up to level 9. I have no idea how. I had a friend with me, Mark. Hello Mark, don't know if you still watch, but hi, hope you're doing okay. So it's like he saw me do it. I kicked that machine's ass. And it was the only time I've ever done that. Normally I can't get past level 4. And I doubt that I'll do that here. And I mean, what are we on now? Level 3. So it's going to be a short game. I'm going to get absolutely butchered. It's funny because the black on this, this would be better with an OLED screen, to be honest, but I don't know what kind of screen it is. But when you're actually playing it, it seems really quite black, and then if you're watching it in a tracked mode, you realise, actually, it really isn't. Oh god, how am I still? Whoops! Not dead. I don't trust you. You're a weird old man and you've got funny clothes. there are those who'd say that about me. Look at that, got through without losing a shield. That's unusual. Oh yeah, going to get butchered. Oh, there we go. No, can't. Ugh. The trick is, and my brain knows what I need to do, I need to fire ahead of them. I need to get ahead of it and shoot it so it can't keep chucking the fireballs at me. But I'm so busy trying to shoot the fireballs so I don't get hit that I don't hit the bloody TIE fighter. And then I die. Actually, I'll probably die in this trench run. Oh balls. I mean, I thought I could get through that, but you know what? I did it again. I am so stupid. You can't fit through that gap. Oh god. And this, oh god, it's these where you need this yoke controller. You just can't do that with a joystick. You just can't. And believe me, I tried. Oh shit. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh Jesus. Can't do it with a joystick, but hey look, I can't do it with a yoke controller either. And I still haven't beaten my best yet, which is there, 7th. I was dithering over what initials to put in, so it timed out before I put anything in it. Okay, that's that. It's epic. I love it. I'm now holding down all 4 triggers and still holding there. Countdown's ended. We're back out of the game and come into this menu, and let's have a go at this. That's loud. So's that. And that. It's like the volume control doesn't seem to have an effect on that. But here we are. This is a game that, when it came out, I played it, I liked it, but it always seemed like a step backwards. It's like they got this really good 3D technology, really, really cool, and then they do this. Why? Though thinking about it, I wonder if it's because Empire Strikes Back was not successful as a game. It was the best film of the 3, but as a game, well, I didn't even play it. I didn't even see it, actually. I'm not good at this. I'm quite good at it on the Amiga, but no, not in the arcades. Oh god, no, it's too bloody hard. Oh, we are now a part of the tribe. No, we're bloody not. I do not want to be part of a bunch of little teddy bears tribe. Ewoks are really annoying and they just shouldn't exist. Though they are, to be fair, less annoying than Jar Jar Binks. I'm not a violent person, but if I met Jar Jar Binks, I would have to punch him in the face. Whoops. Or pull his ears off, or something. Drag him by the ears and throw him out of an airlock, because he is so annoying. Ooh. Arse. Go away. Go away. I'm going for the power regulator on the North Tower, thank you. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Well, this is better than I did. This is my second take of this video because I played both games while narrating badly, and I forgot to press the record button. So this is take two. I'm not going through the hollow tree. I'm going to die whether I go through the hollow tree or not. Here we go, last life. I'm not going to get anywhere here. Oops. Nope. 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 Go. Oh, bollocks. Yeah. Oh, wow. This, you got to turn the thing to get to dirt, and I wanted B. I much prefer the letter selection on the other game. That's just too hard. And it occurs to me that that's going to, this is probably going to lose that game score thing, because I think it's, let's go to the options and have a look. Reset high scores. No. Okay, so it should save that. Good. You can have scan lines on that game, but I've got them turned off. How many options was it? Oh, just on or off? I'm keeping them off. Yeah. So there you are. That is the arcade 1-up Atari Star Wars arcade cabinet. I absolutely love the thing. Is it worth the money? Well, £487. That's a lot. They're back to 700 now. Are they worth £700? I can't answer that. To me, yes. Because I love this so much, and the nostalgia, and you know, I've waited 40 years for one of these. But that's a really subjective thing. I'm aware, before anyone tells me, that there are mods for these things, so you can add lots and lots of different games. I'm not going to do that. I want this because it's Star Wars, and I'm not going to make it into something else that will also play Star Wars with a whole ton of other stuff. No, I want to keep it as is. Yeah. Okay, I will stop waffling now. Thank you for watching.
Ah, yes. So, I ring the button that releases the hound to that subscribe button. Oh, hello. Yes. Do subscribe.